Yep, hi guys. Now our tutorial tonight, folks, is we basically want to get through a few pointers about using Acrobat Pro. A lot of you guys that have been with us for quite a while have probably got your head around it, but if you are newer to the course, you'll find that using Acrobat Pro makes it really so much easier to present your work. Well, for one, the briefs that you complete and send to Caroline or myself, and for two, if you were presenting something to a client and you can give them like a nice neat PDF rather than a few Word documents and a couple of JPEGs and maybe a scan of this or that. So tonight's session is all about trying to just put everything together in Acrobat Pro, basically. For anyone that's new, Acrobat is pretty much where you can create and edit PDFs. Alright, so this is a pretty much standard design brief, or assessment, as you might call it, for anyone that's been through the pre-press cluster. Obviously you'll be familiar with this particular one. I mean, they're all fairly similar. You get technical requirements of what you're after, style guides and submission technical requirements, all that sort of stuff. But anyway, I won't go through the whole brief because that is basically what you guys, if you're not familiar with them, you soon will be, because that is pretty much what one of your assessments would look like. So I'm going to start with that. I'm going to turn that into a PDF. I find the easiest way is to go to File and Print, like so. And from here you should find a drop down under your printer button, and I'm going to choose Adobe PDF as my printer. Right, so then I'm just going to press print. I'll have a quick look at my preview over here, and it seems okay, so I'll just print that. You'd think I would have organised this earlier, but never mind. PDF examples, here we go. Alright, so I'll call this I'll just call it pre-press design. That'll do. And from there it goes ahead and creates the PDF. And hopefully now you guys should be able to see the PDF in question. Alright, so now we have the PDF, sorry, the pre-press assessment or brief, or whatever you want to call it, as a PDF, just like so. Most of you guys, I hope, will be familiar with this. Some of you obviously haven't been through this. Right, so I've opened the PDF. Now, so you can, one of the most handy things that you can do here is to set up the most used tools up in this area up here. Hopefully you can see the little pop-ups coming up, or hover-overs, or whatever you want to call them. And to add a tool there, you basically right-click, and I'm just trying to think of a tool that I can use. Oh yeah, I know one. So edit the current tool set. Oh yeah, here it comes. And just this time what I'll do is I'll just click the Add Text button, and I want to add that to my current set of tools, which is here. Now I'm going to click Save. Okay, so as you can see now I've added the Add Text box, sorry, the Add Text tool up to my immediate toolbar, which I find is sometimes a little bit easier than going through all these tools, commenting, signs, etc. Let's have a look at bringing in another PDF. Now, if you've got another PDF, what you can do is, where is it? Okay, so this would probably be under Tools, but I've already got it on my little toolbar here, so I'm going to insert a page from another file. So I'll click on that, and now I need to find my Dropbox and GTech and PGA Collaborate. I'm going to bring in this one here called Sideways Scan, and it'll ask me where I want to put it. I think I'll just put it, I might put it right at the end for now. Actually, no, it won't be easier if I don't have to scroll down, so I'll just put it after page 2, for example. So, in we go, and there we have it. Okay, so that was our first 2 pages. I've just inserted these 2 pages from another PDF. Okay, and as you can see, we have a slight problem with these 2 pages. They can be rotated or need to be rotated. What I'm going to do is rotate these pages. So I'll click on my little rotate button, and I do believe that it needs to go clockwise from, clockwise 90 degrees, and I need to do pages 3 and 4 because they were both turned on this side. So I'll do that, and with any luck we should have page 1, page 2, page 3 and page 4 all looking like they're up the right way. These 2 here are obviously scanned, so they're not as good quality as the Word document that came in. And another thing I wanted to do was, say I wanted to highlight something under validation or moderation or something. That's another tool that is very handy sometimes. This one's called the Highlight Text tool. So I'll just click on that, and I'll go, right, I want to highlight this, and it'll tell me, hang on, this is only a scan page, so it's showing up as one image. So what we need to do is hopefully get Acrobat to read what's on the scanned page as text rather than just one big image. So I'll click on OK, and it'll ask me what pages. I really only want to do, what was it, 3 and 4. So, and this is done using OCR. I can't remember exactly what the OCR stands for. Maybe someone can tell us in the chat area if they know it. This is definitely the best way to submit your projects, assessments, or whatever. Okay, so I'm going to press OK. Now, once again, with any luck, it's turned this sentence here, this paragraph here, into text rather than just a scanned image, and there we go. Okay, voila, I have now highlighted that, so that's going to jump out at the page at you. But I also just want to highlight this word here. Now, the other thing is, once you have highlighted it, just go through this quickly. To change the properties of the highlight, colour, for example, I might want to make that a nice bright green. I can click OK. If I want everything else that I highlight from now on to be green, I would just click on Make Properties Default. I'll just leave it like that for now. Okay, so that is another very handy tool, the little highlighting tool. Another thing that you guys are going to have as designers is probably a lot of JPEGs, images, etc. there it goes. What I'm going to do now is bring in a JPEG. So this time, I think, well, I can do it from here again. Where was it? Insert a page from another file. I should be able to do it just from this one. So we'll give it a go. Okay, it's obviously not showing any PDFs, so what I need to do is click on here and find JPEG, and you can see the list of different things that you can import. Alright, so I think we'll have a go at the proofread flyer. Let's have a look what happens to that. And where do we want to put it? We'll put it after page 5, that sounds fine. Once again, it needs rotating, so that will be that one, and this time it needs to go 180 degrees, I believe. And there we are. So nicely proofread and marked up flyer page, I do believe. Right, so what I might do now is go back into here, zoom in a little bit. Just another handy little tool. If you want to zoom on a Windows mouse, I guess it would be the same with Mac. You just hold Control and your scroll button, and it'll zoom you in and out, like so. Alright, so I'm going to now bring in, this time I think I'll bring in a Word document. Not getting these little symbols yet, but obviously it does give you a little hover over tip. So insert a page from another file. This time, obviously it just shows the PDFs until you click on here. I'm going to go for a Microsoft Office Word document, like so. So I'll open that. I'll put it in page 8, why not? It looks like it's bringing in the whole file. That should be okay at this stage. And in they come, slowly but surely. Okay, so now this is the written questions for pre-press. No cheating on the answers there. Okay, let's do a sticky note. Yeah, from making comments. Okay, so I've also got comments added up here, sticky notes. So, if, for example, I was commenting on the student work, I might just click on my comments and go, okay, that's funny, but ridiculous. And then obviously you can save that, and your client, your lecturer, your whatever will be able to see that as soon as they click on it. Right, so that's sticky notes. They are very handy. You will have noticed that Caroline and I quite often use sticky notes when we're commenting on some of the work that you hand in as PDFs. What I might do is I'll scroll to the top again. Now, there's probably a few pages in here that you don't really need to submit because it's not your work. So we'll go through and delete a few pages that we don't want. Alright, page 2, no, we don't really need that. So are you sure you want to delete page 2? Yeah, that can go. That's work that we've put in, so we'll save that one in there. This is more technical requirements, probably don't need that, so we'll delete that. And then we've got more work. More technical requirements, so we probably don't need that page, and then it comes into our written questions. So what we might do is we'll just delete 5, but we'll also delete 5 and 6, like so. So now it's our student work, and it's more of our student work, and it's our written questions, and so on down to the bottom. We can obviously delete. We can give these a check mark. Okay, this is where our little text tool comes in handy. Okay, this is our add text tool. And over here you can format your text to different colors, different sizes, usual sort of stuff. Okay, so this is our technical requirements. Okay, yes, did that one. Did that one. Did that one. Oh, that one is not quite in line. There we go. Yeah, okay, so I'm just using my arrow keys to move that back into alignment. If you wanted to make a note, likewise, maybe you could change it to a different color. Sorry, I didn't get around to this one. And obviously, Caroline and I would not be very happy if you put a little comment like that. Right, so that's our little text tool there. And another thing I wanted to show you, once again, I could probably delete some of these pages because we don't need them. I'll delete from 17 through to 19. Like so. And once again, you could use your little text tool to use them, sign your checkboxes. Even if you got to this stage and you hadn't filled this out as a Word doc, you could once again use your text tool. Probably not the easiest way to do it, but it can be done. So blah 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 blah, like so. And once again, you could even fill out your rationale and all that sort of thing, but this is the bit I wanted to get to. Okay, so obviously, and of course you can do this for any PDF that you do receive. 20th of the 8th, 2014. But what I want to do now is put in a signature. So to put a signature in here, click on the sign section, like so, and I am going to, I'm not sure whether I've created a signature here or not, place a signature. Okay, cool, I haven't. Alright, so once you've actually put this signature in, it's all, it'll stay there on that machine as far as I can tell. Okay, so, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to use an image of a previously scanned signature of mine. So this one's, it's a JPEG. Pretty sure, oh, it says supported formats down here, which is PDF, JPEG, PNG, GIF, TIFF, and whatever the other one was. Oh, bitmap, yeah. I actually was going to go into Paint and try and do a mouse signature, but it wasn't all that effective, so I'm using one that I've created earlier. Alright, so I click on my signature JPEG, click OK, and there it is. Okay, so I accept that, and lo and behold, there's my signature. Previous versions of Acrobat didn't have, it did show the background of your image, so it wouldn't be, it'd be like a block of white rather than just the actual, it'll figure out what part's your signature and what part's the background, so it doesn't show the background, which is just awesome. Obviously that can be resized to however you want it and positioned to where you want it. Click off there and there you have your signature. If I needed to go to the top and sign something, I didn't really need to sign anything there, but that's fine. So I needed to put a signature in here. Now that I've created that signature, it should just be a matter of clicking on Place Signature, and bingo, there we go. Like I say, you can resize it down to quite small. And there we have it. Of course, from here you need to save it. So I'll go Save As. And, yeah, that's another thing. With the latest versions, Adobe makes all the signed documents very official, and as you'll see, I'll just leave it called Pre-Press Design Signed, which is the suggested name, and I'll click Save. And here, that's odd. Normally it comes up asking you whether you would like to save that to Adobe's Echo Sign, which basically keeps a signed copy up on their server so that it's all official that it's been signed and initialed and all that sort of stuff. Then you can send it via email, fax, send it to others to get them to sign it, or save a copy. Okay, so that was pretty much all I wanted to show you guys tonight. Obviously, it's been very rushed, and there are a lot of pages in there that I could have taken out. I could have put more comments in. But basically, if I'd done all that, and, or should I say, if you as a student had done all that, and sent that to Caroline or myself, we would be one or two very happy lecturers, because you've got all your work in order. That's another thing you can do, which I could probably quickly show you. Rearranging pages. So if I wanted this page here, for example, to go up to there, oh yeah, of course, that's the easiest way to do it. Yeah, so just drag them around and away you go. Let's put that one there instead of there. And save. And Bob's your uncle. But as you can see, it's quite easy to do once you've got the hang of it. And it really makes Caroline and my job a lot easier, rather than getting maybe 3 Word documents, 5 JPEGs, 1 PDF, and obviously there will be times when you need to submit the original Photoshop, Illustrator, or InDesign file. But once again, you can mostly you can even print what you're doing from within those programs as a PDF. Which of course is the best way to put it in the discussion board too, because if you just put an InDesign file, for example, into discussion board, 9 times out of 10 there'll be links in there that we won't be able to see. So yeah, best way to put it into discussion board is to create a PDF for us. We are back. Cool. Awesome. Thanks for your applause, guys.